Okay, well, that's really great news. We've been waiting that for quite a while, since you've been, last time you come a couple of times, and
Yeah.
just weren't sure what's going to happen and all, so
Yeah.
that is great news for the citizens of the town.
Well, and if I could, I'd just like to add two things. I mentioned Alicia's role. I mean, she really was instrumental in shepherding this project to the point where we are today. A lot of the credit for this needs to go to her. That's the reason why I wanted her to be here tonight. The second thing is I personally want to thank the commission for your patience with us. You played a key role in this because you were pushing for your constituents, and here we are. We're ready to do it, and so you should feel good about what you've achieved. And I want to particularly thank you for your patience and your patience with me when I did come here.
Thank you
I
again.
have one
Thank you.
question. Is this a countywide project or just the town of Elkton at this time?
No, it's well, of course the county's not all Comcast. There's Armstrong and Atlantic Broadband.
Right.
So this would just be in the Comcast territory, what we call the Greater Elkton area, which includes Northeast and Charlestown,
Okay.
as well as the if you want to call them urban areas around these around the three communities. But it doesn't include Cecilton and Galena. That particular system is in such a remote location that we really haven't been able to develop a business plan that can justify us bringing these advanced services there. So it's almost everything.
Very good. Any other questions? Okay, we'll be looking forward to it and get it all done and get it up and running.
All right. Okay,
Thank you
thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.
And I'll get back to you on the press release.
Okay. Okay. I have a few things. Along with that phone call from Delegate Rudolph, I was advised that Delaware Avenue is going to begin August the 2nd, the start date. He said they were having some problems, but they think they've got the problems resolved. And the completion date will be September 1st. So it's not going to take very long to actually get it done and get it up, so we won't be too much inconvenience there. Also, I'd like to have some appointments made. First, I'd like to make a reappointment of Paula Newton to the Architectural Review Committee. So if I get a motion to accept her for a reappointment.
So moved.
Okay. Second. Motion second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Other one is to appoint Josh Brown and Mark Clark to the Historical Review Committee. If I get a motion to accept those appointments.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. And an appointment to the Board of Zoning Appeals, Richard Reinhardt. So we get a motion to accept him for.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay. Another thing I have, I know Commissioner Gibbons and Hicks were at our meeting yesterday when we met with the county commissioners in regards to waiving some fees. And they did give us a proposal of cutting the major facility fees in half to $192,375. And they also said that they would like that, but they're also like to, they're going to put some energy efficient appliances in there, like to consider that their toilets and their showers are going to be more energy efficient, and it might save us some water and reduce their water on them as far as what they could do for the new detention center. So what I would like to suggest, if you guys are all right with it, instead of waiving the fees right now, we defer the fees.
50%, you're going to
50% of it, yeah, it would be 50%. Basically what it comes down, because the original fee, I think, was $384,750, yeah. And we deferred that for 2 years after construction to see how things work out. Just if you all agree, I'd just like to get a consensus tonight, so maybe I can suggest that back to them. as to what we were looking at to do for them and see where we can go from there, and if they would accept that. Anybody have any problems with that? All right, so everybody, general consensus with that? All right, then, okay, then I'll get ahold of Brian and we'll let him know that we're going to defer it.
2 years.
For 2 years, yeah.
Then if we're gonna defer it, do you want, if we're for it to go into the minutes, then we need to make a motion. If it does not,
Well,
well,
just a consensus that we, it's in the minutes, we've made a consensus that we did, we don't, you know. So. So I don't know if anybody got the email just recently from Jeannie. Have you had time to look at your email? I tried, she sent an email, but we could probably take care of it. Along with this detention center expansion, they're required to use 2+ acres of the town's open space at Elk Landing for a lay-down staging area to accommodate vehicles, equipment, and building materials. And Carrie Lewinsky, the DNR program Open Space, informed her that we needed to have a contract to provide a benefit to the park for the use of the open space. She came up with a $100 per month fee, which could go towards future park improvements. It's anticipated that this project will last about 18 months. The Elk Landing Foundation has a 99-year lease on the property. Recommend compensation in the amount of $100 per month would be appropriate. It was anticipated that any money received would be used for improvements such as a parking lot at Elk Landing. Based on the recommendations from DNR and Elk Landing Foundation, $100 per month for the laydown area is acceptable. So I just want to see if the board can get a motion to accept this and go forward with this, if that's all right.
you say basically that there's gonna be $100 a month, 18 months,
Right,
$1,800.
Right.
And that's gonna be used for,
probably a parking lot for the Elk Landing. They do desperately need something out there. So, and that way we can get that started too, because since they're getting ready to start the project here, they need a laydown area. So,
Make a motion.
second.
Any other further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carried. That's all I have. Mary Jo?
I don't have anything this evening.
Okay. Earl?
There was a question about looking into that. I guess they've set up their own little sales place up there at Far Creek. Every Saturday, see, there's like an auction. Is anybody checking in it, or
It's not in our group.
it's not your, okay, it's kind of, okay. And that's it. I just wanted to ask you. I did talk to Public Work about trying to see if they can start getting some of that grass up on the main streets.
Oh.
Because it's starting to get real bad. So Mark said they're in the process of doing that. That's it.
The grass up where?
Just throughout the town.
You talking about the sidewalk and all?
Sidewalks everywhere.
A few years ago, that was one of their main projects. I mean, I can understand downtown, but it was throughout the town of Elkton. Remember they grubbed that was,
Right.
they did it all over because I know George Sewell up near our church and his sidewalk, he went out and bought some whatever. I don't care.
All right, you're up, Charlie.
In front of Providence Church on 157, there's perhaps 6 pieces of sidewalks that's been chipped. And George Sewell seemed to think it was chipped during the snow removal, and you know it does present itself as being a hazard to somebody who either might be walking along the sidewalk or somebody coming out of church. And Lois, perhaps you need to send someone there, if you will, please, to look at the sidewalk, see what type of immediate danger there might be. 157 Providence Church. Thank you, sir. I'm done.
I wanted to thank you for the progress on that's been made at 137 East Main with the removal of that temporary fence. However, now I guess for the past couple of weeks or so, there's been a pile of dirt that's been there, and the rubble still hasn't been removed. So
He's gonna take care of it, because I can pretty much tell you, he's gonna take care of it.
that's it.
That's it. Okay. Mr. Ray?